what's up? This is your boy Bada Slim from RhythmNationBase.com. Today I'm going to be talking about mixing. I'll try to walk y'all into how I do my mixing process. There is no specific way to go about mixing. When you're doing mixing, there is no specific way to go about it. But there are certain rules you have to apply. Like you don't have to let your volume goes really high. You have to minimize your volume, but not too low, but just bring it down quite a bit. I don't want to talk too much about this. Let's get into it right now. And if this is the first time you're watching this video or watching this channel, I will appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. And one thing very important, when you subscribe, make sure when you click on the bell, click on all. After you click on the bell, click on all, because if you just click on the bell, my videos, you wouldn't be getting all my videos. So make sure you click on the bell and then click on all so you can have all the videos I would release. This is the beat I have going on. Okay, so let me show you guys how I mix this. Now this is how you put it in mono. This way. Yep. Make sure it's you turn the master volume all the way to the right, and then when you're done, hit reset. Right click and then hit reset. So what I usually do is let me grab my maybe drum or bass. Let me see my kick. Let me grab my kick or my bass. Let me grab the bass. So what I do, let me break it down. So this thing you see, over here. I usually it sits in a way. Let me see if I can find it. It sits in a way like this. So you try to find the sweet spot. And with my bass, what I like with the bass is I like to cut the high ends on the bass. I like doing that a lot. So it can make the bass sound very good. Let me put it that way. It can make the bass sound very good. So that is how I did my mixing. You have to go through all this. You have to go through all the channels, channel by channel, and you know set it the way you think it's best. But while doing this, make sure your volume is not too high. And then let me check on the master volume itself. I don't want it to go too high. I don't want it to go past 3, because I've not mastered the beat yet. That is what we're about to do now. About to master the beat. So let me see. So when you see what you see is it's the master volume is sitting around let me see, between 9 to 6 decibels. That is where it's sitting, between 9 and 6. So that is where it's supposed to be. And then once you mix the beat, it's supposed to be somewhere around close to 0, but not all that close to 0, because you need to leave a headroom. You need to leave a headroom for your artist or the rapper or the singer to get on to bring it up to 0. But make sure it doesn't go above 0, because when it goes above 0, what happens is it will start clipping, and you don't want that. You don't want that, trust me. I learned the hard way. I just love this beat. I just love it so much. Also, y'all don't forget, drop a comment and tell me who you think would sound really good on this beat? I'm thinking maybe probably Ti. That is what I'm thinking. But you drop a comments below and tell me who you think will sound really good on this beat. So let's get into mastering. Let's pull Maximus and see. Make sure you press on solo. Then we can separate the sounds. Now this is my low end. Let's monitor the sound. And to monitor the sound, this side, you just click on that little zero over there. Then you can see so now what I'm doing is adjusting the low end. Very carefully. Now I will shoot it a little high by dragging it up a little. Because it's hip hop, I prefer my drums and my low end to sound really really hard. Next thing we do, you click this side. Now that is the high end. Let's play with this a little. Let me drag it over here. And then I'll take that up a notch. But not as high as my low though. I think it sounds about right. So my high end or the high end range sounds, it sounds very good to me. And then the low end also sounds good. So since I adjust the low end and the high end, it makes the mid range really good. So let's check on the mid range and see how it sounds and listen and hear how it sounds. Now let's play them all together. Let's click on master. Don't forget, always be in the habit of saving. Anytime you make a step, you take a step forward, you tweak something, you change something, make sure you save it. If not, you will regret it. And you don't want that. Now this is the master sound, and I'll probably leave the sound up a little bit. All I have to do is just the gain, just lift up the gain a little bit. think where it's sitting is okay. So now the next thing I'm about to do is to, let me see. Okay, pull the limiter and then I'll play. What you can see is now it's about to hit 0 dB. So what's the best thing to do is to put a seal on. This is what I use. I try to pull a seal on. So let me play the beats one more time. It's close to zero. It's close to zero, but I want it a little louder than this. So what's the best thing to do since I want it to be a little louder than this? I'll put a little bit gain on again. It's sitting around it's sitting around 2 dB, which I think is good. I'll put a little seal on. So whenever I put a seal on, you can see these waves. Anything that try to pass that seal, it will just cut it off. And then after that, shoot the gain up a little bit. Now taking the seal a little up. That is how I prefer to master my beats. I wanted to make the video as short as possible because sometimes when you make your video too long, people just lose interest in watching halfway. So I try to make the video as short as possible. But if y'all want to see a full version of mixing and mastering, please let me know and I can do a whole long video about that. And if this is the first time you're watching, please hit that subscribe button. I will really appreciate that. Also, don't forget to leave a comment below and tell me who you think will be on this beats. I would like to hear from you guys. When you guys subscribe and you guys always comment on the video, it makes me happy, gets me excited, and it pumps me to go ahead and do a lot more. So I would really appreciate it if you guys can drop a comment and then like and tell me what you think. I will see you guys soon. And I'm going to I'll put up this beat. I'll rearrange the beats and I'll put it up on my website. I'll put the link in the description as well. If you want to listen to the entire beats or you want to purchase it, just go to my website, radionationbeats.com, and then you can purchase the beats. Alright, peace, be safe.